I'm sorry, Nick, but I'm gonna have to disagree. This is nu metal. So Knocked Loose just dropped a new song, Hivemind, featuring Denzel Curry, and this song is sick. I really like Nick Nocturnal's review of the song. However, he did have this to say.
Like, really go into this and be like, yo, there's so much going on here that needs to be appreciated, because obviously nu metal as a genre has existed for a long time. I wouldn't necessarily, call this a nu metal song. This is a Knocked Loose song with rapping.
Maybe Knocked Loose is not a nu metal band. I understand that, but this is nu metal. The song itself is nu metal. I mean, for starters, you have a rapper on it. You have a trap beat. You even have like the one part where it's like the ride cymbal with like the dissonant guitar chord with the crazy effects on it. Like, that is such a nod to Korn. They definitely did that on purpose. But also, let's talk about this music video though. This music video, in my opinion, is full of nods to nu metal. First of all, let's just talk about the overall culture of what nu metal is. Nu metal was a combination of two genres, heavy metal and hip hop, coming together. Two things that should not go together or should not pair as well together on paper, but in reality, when they do, it's awesome. Some time ago, Knocked Loose announced that they were shooting a video and were inviting their fans to come down. The music video was shot at David Armstrong Extreme Park in Louisville, Kentucky. And I remember Knocked Loose did this before. It was pretty common in the scene. Turnstile did the same thing with their movie. So right off the bat, we have a skate park, skateboarder, and then just this random table in the middle. DJ comes over, puts a record on, it's a turntable. Boom, right there. Right there, that is just showing the crossover of hardcore punk and rap and hip hop. Again, nu metal was a crossover genre. Skate park, hardcore and punk, DJ, turntable, hip hop, and rap. The thing I would like to point out in this music video, I don't know about you guys, but all I could think about was the Chop Suey music video, System of a Down. It just reminded me so much. You have the band in the middle, like surrounded by a sea of people losing their minds. And maybe it was also the color too. I guess the tone of the video, the lighting, whatever they did. It just reminded me so much of System of a Down's Chop Suey music video. And dare I even say, it also kind of reminded me of Alien Ant Farm's Smooth Criminal. That was hot at the time. Would I consider them nu metal? No, but dangerously close, like alternative rock. I don't know, something like that. Another thing too is that towards like around the end of the video, we see this dude in a white shirt and red hat. Come on. Who comes to mind with the white shirt and red hat? Bro was ready to break stuff. I mean, come on. They have to be doing this on purpose. There's no way that was just a coincidence. Also, this may just be me. I might be the only one thinking this, but I don't know. For some reason, not only does this remind me of System of a Down's Chop Suey, but it also reminds me of when Anthrax and Public Enemy did Bring the Noise. So for those who don't know, Anthrax and Public Enemy's collaboration with Bring the Noise paved the way for nu metal. They were building off of Run DMC's collaboration with Aerosmith when they did Walk This Way, by incorporating elements of thrash metal, putting it in a much heavier direction, which is exactly what Knocked Loose is doing. They are evolving the sound created by Korn, Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, with their own extreme hardcore metal twist. It's even kind of like interesting to see kind of the similarities between how these two projects, collaborations, came to life. This is something we've talked about doing for a long time. We wondered if we could pull it off and who would be down. In the very beginning, we said for it to work, it would have to be Denzel Curry, because he gets it. And that is true. He totally gets it. I mean, Denzel is even wearing a Speed shirt. He gets hardcore. He's into this. It's natural. It works. He crushes it on this track. He is no stranger to punk, hardcore, metal, rock, that whole scene. If you remember back in the day, he did a cover of Rage Against the Machine's Bulls on Parade, and that went viral. Same thing with Chuck D. He was no stranger to thrash metal. If I remember correctly, Public Enemy sampled a Slayer song in one of their tracks.
So woman makes the men all pause, and if you got a woman promise he might make you.
Going back to Anthrax, in this interview of Scott Ian and Chuck D, both talk about how they had mutual respect for each other. Chuck D was psyched that Scott Ian was wearing Public Enemy shirts, and Scott Ian was blown away that Anthrax got name-checked in a Public Enemy song. And Scott goes on further just to say how Chuck was the perfect fit. His voice matched with his guitar tone. And if I'm correct, that music video was also just a free video shoot that fans could attend. Anyone could be there. So maybe that is what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm just seeing the raw energy of real fans and not just these paid actors or fill-ins or whatever. There has been a resurgence of nu metal recently. I mean, for starters, this track, it has elements of hip hop. You have a trap beat and a rapper on the song. That's exactly what nu metal was. It was a combination of metal and hip hop, two genres that shouldn't have gone together, but they did. And it was awesome. It was crazy. It is a trend right now. There is a resurgence in this genre. It's trending again, and Knocked Loose knows this. Dare I say there was a little bit of nu metal influence on their last album, and it's not just this. There's other things happening that is causing this resurgence. Evanescence is going on tour bringing Poppy and Spirit Box, who were just on the Grammys. The way how I see it, it's almost like Evanescence is bringing on the next gen of nu metal, or that style of nu metal in particular, and in a way passing the torch, celebrating this style of nu metal. And for those familiar, the band Peeling Flesh, they're taking slam death metal, this crazy elephant stomp music, but then they have like rappers in the song. Like they have rap samples in their song. Check this out. That is definitely like the evolution of nu metal, just having more extreme metal with elements of hip hop. So although Nick Nocturnal is saying this is not nu metal, this is just Knocked Loose with a rapper, I'm sorry, this is nu metal. Anyway, let me know if there's anything I missed, anything you guys think, and yeah, nu metal is back.